Why do you want to make sure you remove those hurdles? Because we all have unconscious biases, first of all, right? My wife tells me that there's a lot of things that I think I don't do that I actually do, and she often points those out to me, right? But in a place where you're trying to demonstrate empathy, you want to bring as many walls down as possible, right? You want to take whatever blinders off that may be there. Unconscious bias is one of the training tools that are out there to sort of help with that. So that's an example of something that you can adopt in your company and try. And the City of Austin will actually come out and do that for free with you at your company. Okay? The third thing, last but not least, you want to create solutions, so products or services through an empathetic lens, right? And the group that sort of has done this the best, they're talked about a lot, and they have their pros and cons too, but Silicon Valley, right? So Facebook, Google, Netflix, and Apple. All of these companies are productive, right? They have a lot of growth, and everyone loves their earnings, right? Folks that are making a whole lot of money. The two things that they do that they've done over the years that have been based in empathy is they either fulfill a need that we didn't realize existed, or they take something existing and they make it better, right? So we were buying DVDs and renting DVDs long before Netflix came along, right? They showed us a new way to do that and they put Blockbuster out of business, right? But they made it a lot easier for us to get those DVDs to engage with streaming and other things that we want. We've been buying music for a long time, right? iTunes comes along and it changes completely the way that we do it, and it's a much better way than having to run down to the place and pick up the latest CD. People have been talking and communicating for years, but Facebook and Google come along and they give us a completely different platform for that. So now you don't have to try to flip through the phone book to find out about your third grade friend that you used to do double dutch with, right? It makes that a whole lot easier to locate that person. All of those products, all of those services were generated through an empathetic lens. Trying to gain an understanding, it generates an action that solves a problem. Not only has it developed different products, but if you think about the new roles and disciplines that have come about over the past decade, user experience experts, user interface, chief sustainability officers. A decade ago, that job, I dare you to go out and try to find a job description of a chief sustainability officer from 10 years ago. It just didn't exist, right? Roles like this, design thinking, right? Design thinking has been around for a while, but on a mass level, that's not something that people were talking about 10, 15 years ago. These roles have come out of that industry, and these roles are primarily empathetic roles. If you think about what they are, if you look at UX for an example, if you're making sure that I just have to swipe once instead of swiping twice, I only have to click twice instead of clicking through something 10 different times, you are understanding what my pain points are, you are making an action to help solve a problem that I have with this.